Oh my God, this is so good. My favorite.
Cheesecake is a classic American dessert, but a Basque cheesecake, oh my gosh, it is so much more simple to make. It is super creamy and delicious, and it is a perfect treat to bring to any special occasion. I will show you how to put this together. Pronto? Allora andiamo a cucinare. Ciao my friends, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Lucia. This is where I teach you easy recipes for healthy everyday cooking. And today we have a special sweet treat, and it is a Basque cheesecake. To start, we need some cream cheese. And so I've got 3 8-ounce bricks, which is 1.5 pounds altogether. Now you do want to make sure that your cream cheese is softened, kind of at room temperature. And if not, you could put it in the microwave for about a minute or 2 just to soften up. It's really important that it is soft. That'll help with any lumps. So we're just gonna use a hand mixer. So we're gonna get started blending this. And as we can see, it's nice and creamy. So now at this point, we are gonna add 4 eggs, and we're gonna add them one at a time while we're mixing. Now at this point, I just wanna go ahead and scrape down any of this cream cheese that didn't get blended. All right, now I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of sugar, and I'm gonna slowly add it as I blend. And so we can see that our cream cheese is all nice and smooth and perfectly blended. And again, I just want to scrape down any sugar that was on the side. Now it is really important that you make sure that it is a smooth, creamy blend, because if you don't, it'll actually kind of be lumpy. And I actually made this mistake, and my sister-in-law actually thought that I used cottage cheese because that's kind of what it tasted like. So it kind of took away from that nice creaminess. So please make sure you don't make the same mistake I do and make sure it's nice and smooth and creamy. All right, so to this, we have a few other ingredients we're gonna add. I have some salt. I'm gonna add to that. I also have 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. I also have a combination of nutmeg, cloves, cardamon, and allspice. And I'm just gonna eyeball about 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. We're gonna blend that. Now when I make my cheesecake, I like to add extra flavors to it, and I love orange, especially with these spices that we're using. So I am going to add the juice of an orange, but before I do that, I wanna zest my orange because that zest is gonna give it a lot of extra orange flavor as well with those natural oils that is in the skin. So I'm just gonna set that aside for now. And with my orange juicer, I'm just gonna juice all the orange in here. And then to that, I have 1.5 cups of heavy whipped cream. And I'm just gonna slowly add it and blend everything together. Now the only thing left is the orange zest, so I'm just gonna add that. And I like to just mix it with the spatula. I don't like to do it with the hand mixer. You can. I just find that a lot of the zest ends up getting stuck on the actual beater of the mixer, and so this way all that orange zest is in here. Now we need to get our pan ready. This is a little bit different than a traditional American cheesecake where there's a crust. There's no crust involved here, so that's what makes it even more simple. We do need to get some parchment paper and place it in either a springform pan or just a pan like this is fine. And I find that when your parchment paper is new, it doesn't want to cooperate with you. So the best thing to do is crumple it up. So we got 2 pieces, and then we can just uncrumple it. So I've got one way, and then I have another one the other way. And the reason that I'm doing 2 is because when this starts to cook, it actually will rise quite a bit. So the paper will kind of help it stay in, and then as it cools, it will definitely sink. So we need that extra paper just to make sure it doesn't overflow. All right, so that's good enough. We don't need to wax it or anything like that. So now we're just gonna take our filling and just pour. And so you might be looking at your paper here and notice that maybe some of it's falling over or your paper's not perfect. That's totally okay. Don't even worry about it. This is a very rustic dessert, so it's gonna be amazing. Trust me, you won't even notice when we take it out. The other thing that's a little bit different with the Basque cheesecake with the traditional American is that this does cook at a much higher temperature. It's 425 degrees and it takes about 50 minutes. And I'm going to show you the process as it cooks so that you can see what it's supposed to look like at what point, because I don't want you to panic and think it's burning or it's not right or it's not cooked. So I will show you steps as this continues to cook in the oven. I've got my oven preheated to 425 for 50 minutes and I'll show you the stages. So here we are about 3/4 of the way and you can see how this cheesecake is rising beautifully. This is exactly what you want. Okay, so our 50 minutes is up and you can see that the top is really dark and brown. It kind of actually smells like a burnt marshmallow, and that's exactly what you want. And you can also see that it's moving. It's kind of jiggly. That is done. Don't think that it's not done because it's jiggly, but as we put it in the refrigerator or set it aside, it will get firm. Okay, so our cheesecake is now ready. It's been resting for a couple hours and you can definitely see that it sank, which is perfect. That's what you want. So now we're just gonna take it out and I'm just gonna place it on this cutting board. This is really how I like to serve it. This is a very rustic dessert, so I like to serve it rustic style. And so we just need to pull the paper back from the cheesecake. Now you can see beautifully it sank, it no longer is shaking, so it is definitely set. All right, so now we're just gonna go ahead and cut a piece into it here. I can't wait, this is so good. And again, it doesn't have a crust, so we don't have to worry about that. Beautiful, and it's got this beautiful caramelized crust, and you can see the creaminess of the cheesecake, and we're just gonna give it a try. I've been looking forward to this all day. Oh my gosh, that was so good. It's just like heaven on a plate. Anyway, I hope you guys give this one a try. It is so creamy, it is so good. It's like heaven on a plate. Anyway, I have a video right over here that will go great with this dessert. And until next time, I'm Chef Lucia and I'll see ya. Ciao.